What is going on, guys? I'm going to teach you how to win Warhammer 40k. Do 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 do. That was my intro music. I don't know how to edit a video, but we're going to do this anyway. Take anything in the game for 250 points or less and put it in your deployment zone. Then take a unit of 30 bloodletters, put them 9 inches away, roll 3 dice. If they get an 8 or more, roll out that fight phase. Tell me what happens. That is all you need to know on the value of screen units in your army. If your army has no screen units, it's going to be a rough day. This would include also units that can deploy forward, or units that get a free move at the beginning of the game, or cheap units that you can put along your deployment zone line and then set all your more valuable stuff behind, right? So you got cultists or Zanglers behind not Terminators, but Rubric Marines or Chaos Space Marines or Obliterators, Forge Fiends, whatever. Space Marines. You got Scouts here, preferably 18-ish inches forward, so there's no room for them to come behind you, behind the Scouts. Basically, you don't want any room for them to land between your Scouts up front and your front of your deployment, and that'll protect you until they kill the Scouts, which hopefully is not going to be in their movement phase, which they're not going to, right? So that'll protect you for one turn. You need something, whether it be a character, a high-speed character, or another cheap unit on your back row, or your back of your deployment, the back of the table edge. Because if you move your army forward, could be Devastators, whatever. But if you move your army forward and then they drop a giant blob of something behind you, they're going to crush you. So tell me if there's anything in the game at 250 points that can withstand a 30-man bloodletter charge. And I can't think of something. Like, I think they'll just tear through it, period. They almost have a guaranteed success, rolling 3 dice and only needing an 8. Plus a chance to re-roll it if a Demon Prince or somebody happened to run forward that movement phase. And then you just leave a little tail of bloodletters backwards to put you within the 6 inches of your hero. So I just want to say, if you want to win more games of 40k, you need to think very hard about screen units that are going to die. Don't fully upgrade them. Don't give them melta-guns and missile launchers. Because something is going to have to die to those alpha strike charges. Something's going to have to die to that first turn of massive small arms fire. You could upgrade them a little if you have cheap upgrades like an Imperial Guard or something. They have pretty affordable troops and upgrades. But like if you're doing scouts, give them bolters if they're going to be the front line scouts, not snipers. Don't spend any extra point, not camo cloaks. That's up to you. I say no. But they're going to die, so keep your points as low as possible. And that's all I got for right now. So tell me what you think. What are the best screen units in the game? I feel like Brimstone Horrors are not bad with a 6-up invuln. Pink Horrors are very good with a 4-up invuln. Blue Horrors, whatever. Cultists, you get 40 of them. And sometimes some Chaos armies can do some pretty good movement shenanigans with that whole blob. Just pick it up and move it. Scouts, Scout Sentinels, Space Marine Scouts that deploy in the middle, Scout Sentinels, Nurglings. Adeptus Mechanicus don't have any, which is probably my main army. So let me know what you think about screen units. I think it is probably one of the most important parts of the game now, as far as not just getting steamrolled immediately. Some armies aren't going to bother with it, right? Like an Imperial Guard army might deep strike a bunch of Scions on you, but a lot of their damage might be coming from their back line, and they're going to have screen units to prevent you from getting and tying up those tanks. So if you are planning against your opponent's screen units, you need to make sure you have enough small to medium strength weapons, weight of dice, that in the first turn you can clear the area where you want your big deep strike to come through. For Chaos, for example, you would want to clear an area to drop 30-man demon units to charge through. Specifically 30-man bloodletter units, which is insane. It does cost command points, but whatever. Give me a 250-point example with command points that can withstand the bloodletter charge. I don't think anything really can. And that's all I got. So, in your list, get some screens. Think about people charging you first turn. It happens all the time in the game now. And when you're playing, think about your opponent's ability to stop your first turn chargers and what you need to do to remove those screens to then strike into the more expensive tanks and elite infantry devastators, blah, 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 blah. So that's all I got. I'll talk to you soon.